Let's discuss how to price yourself as a transaction coordinator. There are a lot of factors that go into this. My name is Melissa Kaiser. I am the highest paid TC per file in the United States that I know of at the time of this recording. So let me walk you through how I coach and mentor and train other TCs to value themselves. First and foremost, it starts with your service offering. If you have watched any of my other videos or are in my community, then you understand we can't do anything with you until we figure out what your service offering is. What services are you going to be offering agents? It all starts there. Things to consider when developing your service offering is, are you going to offer contract to close services or are you going to offer full service? I have gone into depth in these two differences in another video, but to scratch the surface, contract to close is when the TC receives a ratified contract. The agents do the negotiating, they type up the contracts, they work on all the terms, they send the contract to the TC, and the TC takes it from that point to closing. Full service, or what I consider myself, which is a pre-contract to close, I am brought on during the negotiations. Once my agent has a client that is ready to put pen to paper, they send those terms to me, I type up the contract, and I handle everything through to closing. This also includes seller disclosures, counteroffers, all of that stuff. Additionally, hours of availability are going to be very, very, very valuable to agents. Real estate is not Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. If you would like to be the TC that works banker's hours, you are more than welcome to. Considered limited service. Agents need help, especially on the weekends. Maybe not so much in the evenings, but especially on weekends. They are cold calling, they are property showing, they are doing open houses. They are not sitting at a desk at their contracts like we can be. And this is a huge, when I tell you it is a huge value add, I speak from experience. These are the things I offer my agents. These are the things they pay for. Let's go into license status. Yes, this can affect how much you can charge. Why? Because again, it affects your service offering. If you are unlicensed, you will offer contract to close, a very basic contract to close tier of services, and you will be very affordable for a lot of agents. If you want to get your license, you can offer a much higher level of services that goes outside that contract to closed box. You can type that contract. You can discuss the disclosures with the seller. You can be a larger cog in the wheel of this transaction as it's moving. Let's break down the numbers. In major metro areas, let's say Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York, we can even go so big as states, California, Arizona, Texas, Florida, New York. These are the biggest states for real estate in the last few years and what has been rumored to be the big states for the upcoming years. What this means is that there are more transactions happening in those states and the property values are higher. So you can, as a unlicensed contract to close TC, you can start at $400 to $500 a file. Yes, you can. I know you're going to say, but I have TCs that I just talked to or I looked up. What's the going rate? So many things go into valuing yourself as a transaction coordinator. We are no longer the in a box contract to close. We are all the same. We aren't. We are not all created equal, and you get what you pay for. What one transaction coordinator may deem their basic contract to close service for, let's say, $400, another TC could offer the exact same, but they're licensed and they have, let's say, 1 year of experience. They can start charging $500. There are little nuances that go into all of this. Lastly, if you are in a rural or smaller town where it's the opposite of what I said. So there aren't as many real estate transactions taking place, and the property values are lower. Agents aren't doing as much business, and they aren't making as much money. This is going to affect the hireability of TCs. If an agent is making $3,000 in commission on a very low priced home or condo, and you're charging $1,000 a file, probably not going to get used by a lot of agents in that area. Now, if you do up your game and you go full service and get your license and can start offering that same agent so many more services, well, maybe you can get into the 500 to 800 range. Either way, you can start in those areas at $300 a file as an unlicensed contract to close TC. I have modules for all of this inside my community. If you would like to dive deeper into your specific business model and how you can up your level of services and include and increase your value, then reach out. I would love to help you. I am here to raise the bar on our industry of transaction coordinators. We have been devalued far too long, and it is my personal mission to raise the bar for all of us, because when we all raise the bar, we all win. I'll see you inside.